Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to my channel Learn Math with Sayyid Ali. So we will be continuing our topic for area of the circle, and here is the question: find the area of the following circles where R is given, D is given and R is given. So we did in our previous video that area of the circle, the formula is pi times R square, and we can plug in the value, and pi is 3.14, so R is 3.9, which is given, so square. So when we do this, 3.14 times 3.9 square, which is 15.21, and we multiply both of the quantities to get 47.76, which is centimeter square. Always remember, area is always in the square unit. Whatever unit is, we have to make the square. So this way we just plug in the value, and we need to remember the formula. R is 20 centimeters square. So now again, A is equals to pi times R square, right? A is equals to 3.14. So students are advised to practice these questions so that they are good and they can remember or memorize the formula for longer time, because this should be remain in our head for rest of the life, maybe. All right, unless you have some other field of professionalism like other than math, then you can forget after a few years, right? But for now you have to remember it. 3.14 times 400, which will turns up as 1256 centimeters square. So again, centimeter square, because it is the area. Now in the third part, we can see that diameter is given. So when diameter is given, we can use A is equals to pi r square, or we can transform the formula A is equals to pi r square in terms of D, because we know the relationship that R can be replaced by D, because R is equals to D by 2. If we divide the diameter, we get radius. So I replace the value of R by diameter divided by 2. So I can get the formula, or I can transform the formula for area of the circle in terms of diameter, pi times D square divided by 4. So we say pi by 4D square, right? Or you can say pi D square over 4. But for the simplicity, we used to memorize it pi by 4D square. So this is the area of the circle in terms of D, diameter. And diameter is given. So you will plug in the values. So diameter is 2, so 2 square. A is equals to pi by 4 times 4. 4 cancels, and pi is 3.14. So your answer is 3.14 centimeters square. So that is your answer in this case. And the fourth part, again the radius is given. So you will plug in again, A is equals to pi times R square. Area is equals to pi is 3.14 times R square. So R is 7 whole square. Area is equals to 3.14 times 7 is at 49. So when you multiply these two, you will get your answer as 153.86 centimeters square. So remember that the formula for an area of circle is A is equals to pi r square, or A is equals to pi by 4D square. So remember this formula for A is equals to pi r square, or area is equals to pi by 4D square. Both are correct, and you can use either formula. But if it says that transform A is equals to pi r square in terms of D, then you have to do these steps, right? Then you will replace R as D, right? And how to replace it? Because diameter is, R is half of the diameter, right? Half of the diameter. We learned in the previous video, if you remember, that circle is the collection of several points which are equidistant from a center point. So this is my center, and every point on this you can see that they are equidistant from a point which is called center of the circle, and this whole thing is called circumference. This whole collection of the points is called, the geometrical figure is called circle. The figure is called circle, and this path, length of the path is circumference. Right, we learned this, that this is circumference, and we also learned that circumference is actually the perimeter of the circle. So we will revising it again. So circumference is actually perimeter of the circle. Right, so if question is saying find out the perimeter of the circle, do not confuse at all, because you know that circumference is the perimeter of the circle. This question is also asked that this is the length of the whole thing, right? If you wind up, like if you have a circular thing and you wind a string on that, like this string on that, so this length of the string gives you the circumference. This is the length, right? And that length is always pi d, pi times d, right? Where pi is 3.14 times the diameter of the circle. This is the diameter of the circle, right? So this question we did in the last video, that how to find out if circumference is given or the string length is given. That means string length is also the circumference, right? But if it is wound twice, then we have to make it half. If it is wound thrice, we have to divide that amount by 3 to get the length, or to get the circumference, real circumference, right? Because if that is wound thrice, 3 times, that means that is 3 times of the circumference. So we need to divide it by 3, right? So we have all the definitions, and we have this r. R is the distance between any point to the center of the circle, and it remains constant. Wherever you measure, it will be a constant, right? So diameter is double of this whole thing. If I join this will be the diameter, right? So diameter is twice of the, I will say diameter is twice of the radius, or radius is half of the diameter. So these things you have to fix in your head, that what is radius, how the radius and diameters are related. And another thing which you need to remember is the value of pi, which is 3.14. So in the next video we will do some more questions like word problem based on area and circumference, the two formulas, right? So circumference is pi d, and we will see the area and the circumference in a word problem as well. So as I said, that schools are now closed for summer holidays, and we were in a pandemic situation. So I have started this channel for my students which were online giving their exams, and I was unable to go to their houses for tutoring. So I have started this and answering questions to their problems, or right. So now it's like stage 2 in here, and COVID is getting spread is getting lower and lower, and the curve is decreasing. I have continued this channel because I have great appreciation from my friends and family friends. So you can send me your questions. So on the top of the board I write it here. Send me your question at s_shahid_ali@hotmail.com, and I will answer them on my YouTube channel, so that you can learn more and more and do the math practice while you are in holidays, right? See you soon. Thank you for watching. Subscribe my channel, press the bell icon button, and if you like it, share it with your family, friends, and friends. Maybe they are looking for something for their kids. Thank you.